Alright, apparently this is like a field trip according to Sophie.
Oi!
Let's go check out the outer office. So first to my right, probably your left, we have a collection of things that sit here awaiting being brought back to their home, and chairs. Most of this stuff is stuff that was brought to us as donations, but we had no purpose for them here, or they were not considered something that the museum could take in as a donation. We also have some fold-out chairs and a tiny closet filled with wood for some reason. That was hard to open.
There's a lot of materials that were used in the reconstruction of the museum.
The reconstruction of the museum, as well as a fold-out table in case, you need another fold-out table for some reason.
Because we do use fold-out tables occasionally for work purposes.
And over here we have a big library with a collection of various history books on the history of Ventloquil, the history of the area, history of certain families that come here in the area.
Also records, so like baptism records, marriage records,
Death
church records,
cemetery records, a lot of stuff.
A lot of church histories too.
A lot of church books. Really, there's a lot of church books. A lot of books.
As well as magazines.
Oh, that's right, there's magazines down there too. And if we carry on, there's also bookshelves here that consist of certain materials and whatnot. This one specifically has the receipts, lots of the receipts and some materials. These are cookbooks that the museum has been selling. And this is random stuff. I know what they are individually. This is a little safety manual. This is an actual
They're all different little
photocopy.
things that just ended up on the shelf.
Because they needed a place to stay.
Yeah.
Now, if we follow along this way,
And if you'll notice the counter is slightly to the left of Jasmine, that's just a counter we use to do different works.
and it has a secret on it.
Yes.
A secret we must not fully share.
Because it is still a work in progress.
Now, you may or may not recognize this kind of little area here from a certain little video we did earlier, but this over here is the Narnia closet. And you really gotta yank it open. This is our wonder. Immediately a wave of heat just rushes over to me. You wanna get a little closer?
And as you guys can see, there are mannequins, materials for more exhibit things, or even more bubble wrap as there is in there. And further down in there is a garbage bag full of styrofoam heads, as has been pointed out.
This is the closet that Sophie won't go in.
What can I say? I don't like the stuffiness, and it's so dark, and there's cobwebs, and you're always so happy to go in there.
I like small places. I really like small places. So I don't mind. The only annoying thing is that sometimes if I'm in there for too long, it's hard to breathe. Anyway.
Which is why we usually either go in and out, or...
Yes. Now, this bookshelf consists, at the end here, with a lot more artifacts put in storage. Some of these things also have to go home, but didn't fit nicely over there, so we put them over here. This bookshelf is more articles? What is this here?
There's...
Genealogy research, right. More genealogy research, other books, signs, and whatnot. Things that have either been on display or used to keep things clean, materials and whatnot, research materials, all kinds of fun stuff. And it continues on here, along with some artifacts and another phone. This is a typewriter, if you didn't know what a typewriter is. just got and I don't believe we've got it signed off yet.
Don't we?
I don't think so. It's part of the big collection.
Okay.
These contain property files as well as other information for the area of Ventlikill. And it continues on here. A lot of area research of the area, genealogy research, dictionaries.
Well, I'll let you do it.
Yeah. Now, these drawers down here are very important. This one here doesn't have a name on it, but I believe they're files for specific people.
Possibly.
I believe.
I think those are just artifact storage, to be honest. Photographs and other kinds of small artifacts that fit in binders,
I think
classified under the
I
donor's
think
name.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. This one doesn't have a label on it, so I don't remember.
Yep.
We always leave the keys in here so that no one has to go searching for them, and we can just come over here and open them up. You just gotta watch that, because if you let it slam, it'll slam with the key. So these contain more property files, information on houses in Ventlikill. Usually the older the house, the more likely that it's here. Further down the line, we have more genealogy research, so specific families that either we've been asked about before or are well known in Ventlikill. And the final file down here also doesn't have a label, but it consists of various files of either previous exhibits, more research we've done in the past.
There's also a lot of things like from the Christmas home tour, other events that the museum has hosted in the past, fundraisers or other booths it might have set up at different events.
These are
Different
chairs.
things like that.
I put all these up here. I stacked these. I'm proud. Yeah. We worked really hard to clean this area up.
Oh, definitely. Here on the table it's just a workspace. Right now it's got some artifacts that are currently being processed and some other things that are being used for an exhibit that's in progress downstairs. Things like that. And we have some maps to
I don't really know what this is.
They're maps.
They're maps?
Pretty sure they're maps.
The map. This just looks like bark.
It's
But
not.
they could be maps.
They are old maps. I'm pretty sure.
This is some railing.
Our crazy chimney. That's a little bit that was built differently because the owners wanted it to be straight in the middle of the house.
But it couldn't fit in the middle of the house.
And so it was built at an angle to try to get it to be in the middle of the house.
And finally, this lovely little corner. This has been a pain in the butt for a very long time to get this to look as neat as it does now for the last 2 summers. This area consists of various artifacts that are either too big to find storage for, or we just don't have the storage for other than here. They've all been accessioned and accounted for, and they've been used for displays. It also has some of the mannequins as well.
That are just
Outfits
simply
on.
not on display right now.
Yeah. It's a small museum. We can't put everything on display all the time. And that closet over there, the only way to get to it is if you pull that thing out.
It doesn't have anything too important though.
That's
It's
a
mostly
toolbox.
yeah.
Old paint. Much like the other closet, it's stuff they used to
Renovate the museum
Yeah.
building and also to help keep it in repair.
And the last thing, because I think I accidentally said that this was the last thing, but this is the last thing. This is the rest of the clothing. If you thought that closet back there was not enough clothing for you, that's because the rest of it's out here on these hooks. We keep a cloth on it to keep it safe from either lighting or various other things.
Dust.
But it has various old clothing as well as other artifacts like hats.
I think we put all the hats away.
Well, then what's here?
The bins?
Yeah.
Clothing.
Oh, I thought that was with hats. I know.
No,
where
I
things
put the
are.
hat. I dealt with the hats. The hats are all downstairs in their rightful compartments.
And then this is the little smock that we wear when we clean things that are we need to be particularly careful about cleaning.
And then these are the stairs to go downstairs.
And you can come over to the museum and see downstairs whenever you'd like. So that's
the museum office, and we hope you enjoyed our small little tour and that you found it, I don't know, satisfying,
welcoming,
interesting,
entertaining.
and hopefully you'll come visit the museum and see some of the artifacts that we do have on display, because I know we've repeated multiple times in this tour that we can't put everything on display, but still there's some pretty interesting stuff that you can look at. So,
and new things to buy. We have new magnets. We didn't have magnets. Did we have magnets before?
We did not.
We did not. We have magnets that you can buy now.
As well as cards for gifts or just pleasantries or thank yous.
So welcome to Van Lake Hill and come visit the museum. Adios.
Bye.
Why did I use Spanish?